everybody. Hope you're having a great day. It is time for me to work on my Craft Roulette submission for their latest challenge, challenge number 260. So the project this time is envelope, colors, toys, element, children's story, and then random lists. So, okay. Here's what I'm starting out with. I pulled a bunch of colors out of my scrap bin because I'm going to die cut some flowers. I'm going to use these two flowers. I probably need to add some leaves. I didn't think about pulling greens for leaves, but I'll do that too. I'm also going to be using my 6x6 paper pad. Here comes Easter. Have not had this long, but I'm enjoying it. And I'm going to use this to make an envelope that'll go on my card. You don't have to make an envelope and use it literally. It can be, that's the nice thing about this challenge is your interpretation is your own. You can do whatever. The colors I'm not worried about because I feel like between girl toys, their pastel, princess colors, and then boys with all their bright things, you could pick any color, I feel like, for this challenge. I'm not worried about that. Element is children's story, and let me tell you how I'm going to do that. I actually went on Google and started looking for children's books because I had an idea of what I wanted to do, and I was like, is there a children's book that goes with this subject? Because I'm going to be making flowers, and they're going to be kind of coming out of the envelope. That's kind of how I'm foreseeing this. There is a children's book called Have You Ever Seen a Flower? And I was like, boom, done. So that's how I'm going to get around that one. And then random lists. One of the things that the guest host or the guest person who was on the challenge show the other night, she used several sentiments to make a list. So I'm going to probably do the same thing. I'm thinking I'm going to use some of my sentiment stickers that I have that I've purchased and had forever. You've seen me probably use those if you've watched any of my videos. Or I may just stamp some out. I'm not quite sure yet where that's going to go. But I do need to find some green cardstock and then we'll get ready so I have something to make leaves with, okay? Okay, for this card, it's going to require a lot of die cutting. And I'm going to use my little Craft Buddy. I could use my bigger one and then I could cut more things out at a time. Is that what I want to do? I don't know. This is when I do these kinds of things where I want multiples of things. This is when I really wish I had an electric die cutter. I really do wish I had an electric die cutter. Maybe one day I'll buy one. If I can ever get maybe 1,000 people on YouTube and have however many hours I have to have watching and get a little bit of something from YouTube, even if it was a few dollars a month, I might do it, but I don't know. We'll see. Maybe that'll be a Christmas present to myself or birthday. Okay, so those are really cute. I'm going to just keep die cutting and then we'll come back. Okay, I've got everything kind of cut out. And the next part of this is really going to be getting these all put together. So, I use Craft Bond. Elmer's Craft Bond is my favorite. Use any. I like liquid glue for this because it gives me wiggle time and just a bit easier to deal with. So you're just going to put that on each one. I'm going to put all these together and then we'll come back again. Okay, the next thing I need to do to make a 3x3 envelope, I need to cut this to 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to do that next. Okay. Once that's done, we're going to take my envelope punch board that I've had forever. And to do the 3x3, it says I need to do a score line at 2 5/8. I'm also going to get out the score tool. So 2 5/8. So here is 2, and there's 5/8. So you're going to punch and score. Once you do that first one, you just follow the score line where it ends. You just follow the next one, and the next one you don't have to do anything. Because like I said, this is going to be, an envelope that's made for a 3x3 card. That's how I'm envisioning this one. Also on this, it does have the corner rounder on the opposite end. So I am going to do at least these two here. There you go. Get rid of all my little extra pieces that I don't need. And then start folding. So this is what's nice about the envelope score board. I know We Are Memo Creators have all those different things that do all your boxes, your envelopes, and it's kind of like all in one tool. So, but I don't have that because I'm not sure I need it. And I try not to buy all the things, even though I really do want all the things. I try not to do that. Okay, and there's my lovely little envelope. Now I need to decide if I want to keep the top portion of the envelope or if I'm going to cut that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that part yet. Let's make a card base and then start seeing what this is going to look like and make some other decisions. So I have a regular A2 size card base here, but I think I'm going to make this into a square card. So I'm actually going to cut this at 4 1/4 and make it 4 1/4 squared. That way it can still fit in my A2 envelope. Yeah. And then this is 3x3. So that's kind of big. So I do think I'm going to end up, even though I rounded that corner, I think I'm going to end up cutting this off. Maybe? I don't know. And then I feel like I need something in the background. So let me think about that for just a minute. Okay, I decided to go with another piece of paper out of the 6x6. Here comes Easter. As that's going to be the layering piece to this. So we're just going to add this right. It's going to be a very small border. And then this is going to sit on top of it. That's going to be really pretty. I am going to cut this off because I don't think I'm going to love having that off the 4 1/4. But it could, because it'll still fit in the... I'm going to leave it. Hold on. Let me just leave it. Now, I have about 5 of these lovely little flowers made, if I can get them picked up. What's that going to be? So we're going to do probably a couple like that. This one. And maybe these down here even. I think that's fine. And then I've got all these leaves. Use the bigger leaves, I guess, for the bigger. That looks a little weird. And then we could do that. And maybe... well, can't seem to tuck today. Like that, maybe? I think that's kind of cute. What do you think? All right. Gotta keep this in mind, and then let's start tacking this stuff down. All right, so I'm going to leave these together. Let's do that first. So I'm going to have this one kind of going out there. And then I want this one to kind of have these two leaves together. I am having a hard time picking things up today, boy. Let's do like that. Okay. And then this one, I kind of want coming out at the top. Like that. And then this one coming out weirdly at a different angle. Okay. Let's put down the envelope. Go and do a jaunty little angle to the left. Now do I want, I think I'm going to do the liquid here just because I'm scared if I don't give myself some time to get these in place, I'm not going to be thrilled. Okay. Now I could take that one and put up on a little bit of a foam tape. Like that. Okay. And then these need to kind of be a little bit down here because I'm also trying to cover up because the other side of this pattern paper is a lot of cut aparts and I don't really want all that kind of showing. Okay, now it's time for some sentiments. Okay, I've got my little sentiment strips out. And like I said, I'm going to do a little list of them. So I'm going to do Life is Tough, but So Are You. I always love that one. All right, this is kind of straight. So I want this part to be somewhat straight, if I can get it straight. It's hard when you got something wonky on your card, but then you want something else to kind of be straight. I don't think that's going to work for me. I'm having a hard time. So let's just do it wonky. Life is tough, but so are you. Different doesn't mean wrong. I like that one too. And then, I might have to put some lovely tape, liquid glue on that. I don't like any of the rest of those. And then Dance in the Rain. Because we all need to do that more often. Right? And to make this more look list-like, I'm going to take my acrylic marker. Oh, these are so hard to get straight. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to take my acrylic marker and mark on myself. Wow. Make like little bullet points. And then, to kind of tie that together, I'm going to also put some little dots down here too, or draw some dots down here. I think that kind of balances out a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay. And there is my craft roulette card for challenge number 260. Project envelope. My project does include an envelope. Colors are toys. I'm going with the pastel kind of girly colors that girls' toys may have on them. Element, children's story. I'm basing this on the children's book called Have You Ever Seen Flowers? Have you ever seen a flower? Excuse me. Have you ever seen a flower? With all my flower elements up there. And the random is listed. I'm listed my sentiments. Okay, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. See you next time.